Shalom, brothers and sisters. This is Deacon Jonathan with the King James Bible University. And today teaching the title, Thou Feeder, Prior Thou Pondering. Now, dear brothers and sisters, we're going to take a look at this teaching today and how, many of the fears of Jehovah either have, or still doing this, pondering whether they should go amongst the people and spread this gospel of Jehovah to those ones that are lost, either lost in this world where they're caught up in these prison houses, in these buildings, or caught up in these prison gatherings on the street corners. Many of us, with the knowledge with Jehovah's, with the knowledge with Jehovah has imparted in us, is either scared to be alienated, looked at as crazy. Some of us even hate our brother. Why I saying this? Because some of us hate our brothers, be like, man, listen, I get this truth, and like I don't feel like sharing this with nobody. Being a name God, being wicked, being a murderer. Some of us even don't even want to hate the fact that we have to go there and work. Like man, listen, Jehovah really got to go in there and put in this work. I mean, they just can't get it the way I got it. Some of us think that we like, man, you did to me, so you could do it to them. Why I got to go there and teach this message to them? You could do it yourself. They're your people. Some of us have that same mindset. Baby brothers and sisters, I want you guys grab a pen, paper, and your Bible. I want you to follow along on me on the teaching. So we can start over in the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 11, verse 1. And it reads, it says here, Ecclesiastes 11, verse 1. Cast thy bread, cast thy doctrine, cast thy knowledge upon the waters, upon the people, upon these people who haven't gotten this bread, who haven't gotten the doctrine, who haven't heard this knowledge before. Cast thy knowledge, cast thy bread upon the waters. Deliver thy doctrine, deliver the knowledge of Jehovah, Spirit of God, upon the people, without the knowledge of Jehovah. The ones in violence, the ones in confusion, the ones that are taught and is given to worldly and fleshly understanding of lying teachers. Cast thy knowledge, cast thy doctrine upon them. Because those same people without that knowledge, they are without the law of Jehovah. They are in violence. They are in wickedness. They are in argument. They are in destruction. So to cast their bread upon the waters. Go spread that word. Let's go with Genesis. Genesis chapter 1, verse 2 here. And the earth, the people was without form, was without the law, and darkness. Now read again. And the people was without form, was without the law, and void, and it was in confusion, and darkness, had no knowledge. Wickedness and arrogance was upon the face of the deep. Now see the form where it said the earth was without form. The earth was without the law of God. Let's go over Ezekiel and show that. Let's go over Ezekiel to show what the form is. What the form is talking about. Let's go over Ezekiel. Ezekiel laid this out beautifully. Ezekiel chapter 43. Jump down to verse 10. And read here. Says here, thou son, thou servant of mine, show the house, the family. Thou son of mine, show the house, show the family to the house of Israel, that they may be ashamed of their iniquity, and let them measure, let them weigh the pattern, the form. From now verse 11, and providing if they be ashamed of all that they have done, show them the form, show them the constitution, the law, the ordinance of the house. And the fashion thereof, the customs, the practice thereof, and the going out thereof, and the coming in thereof, and all the forms, all the ordinance thereof, and all the ordinance thereof. See that? All the forms thereof, all the ordinance thereof. The ordinance, that's the laws thereof, and all the forms thereof. See that? And all the laws thereof. See that? And all the laws thereof. And write them in their sight, in their eyes. That's the understanding. And that they may keep the whole form, the whole law thereof, and all the ordinance, all the laws thereof, and do them. Verse 12. Because why? This is the law of the house. After you go back up here, it says here, verse 11, it says here, and if they be ashamed of all that they have done, show them the form, show them the laws of the house, and the fashion thereof, the custom, the practice thereof. So back down here, verse 12 here, this is the law of the house. Jump down here, remember, this is the law of the house. So we can see the form back in Genesis chapter 1. Let's go back there. Genesis chapter 1, verse 2, where it says here, and the earth, the people was without the law. There's no law in the people. There's no law in the land. And they was void. It was empty. There was in confusion and darkness, no knowledge, wickedness and ignorance was upon the deep. Just worldly and fleshly desires. You can see us, what he said, Ezekiel said, we can see that in the law, and we see it in the New Testament. Let's go over the law to see the exact same thing what was said in Ezekiel chapter 43 and verse 10 down to verse 12. You see that in Deuteronomy. Let's go there. In Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 6. Start verse 1. It says here, now these are the commandments, the statutes, and the judgment, doctrine, teachings, which the Spirit of God, your God, command to teach you, that you might do them in the land whether you go to possess it. Verse 2, that thou mightest fear, desire the Spirit of God, thy God, to keep all the statutes and his commandments, which I command thee, that thou and thy son and thy son's sons all the days of thy life, and that thy days might be prolonged. Says here, hear therefore for the reason of Israel, and observe to do it, that it may be well with thee, and that you may increase mightily, as the Spirit of God of thy fathers had promised thee, in the land where it will flow with milk and honey. Says here in verse 4, hear, O Israel, the Spirit of God, your guide is one Spirit, one Lord. And thou shalt promise the Spirit of God thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, and with all thy might. Verse 6 down to verse 8. See, and these words which I command thee this day, that shall be in thy what? In thy mind. And thou shalt teach them diligently unto thy children, and shalt talk of them, those commandments, those statutes, those laws, talk to them when thou sittest in thy house, and when thou walkest by the way, and when thou liest down, and when thou risest up, and thou shalt bind them for a sign upon thy hand, and they shall be as frontlets. So frontlets between thy eyes, between thy forehead, between thy mind, in thy heart. Let's go over Jeremiah. Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 33. Says, yeah, but this shall be the covenant which I will make. It's the agreement that I will make with the house of Israel after those days, said the Spirit of God. I will put my law in the inward parts and write them upon their hearts, and I will be their God, and they shall be my people. Verse 24. So, and they shall teach no more every man his neighbor, his brethren, and every man his brother, saying, know the Spirit of God. Because he can write it in your heart, put it in your mind. Let's just go with Hebrews in the New Testament. Hebrews chapter 10, verse 15. It reads, wherefore the Holy Ghost, separated also, is a witness to us. For after that he had said before, says here, this is the agreement that I will make with them after those days, said the Creator. I will put my laws in their hearts, in their minds, and in their minds will I write them. And their sins and iniquity, the after sins, will I remember no more. So, we go back in Genesis. Chapter 1. Verse 2 says here on the earth was without the law. We had no law. That's why we needed these feeders. That's why Jehovah needed feeders to go in amongst the people and instruct the people, teach the people, show them the law that was given to us to give to them. That is without the law, that haven't heard the law, that haven't heard the judgment tongue teachers of Jehovah. He needs those feeders to go in there. So why are we pondering if we should go? If Jehovah is telling us to go in there, teach his people, show his people his law. So why are we pondering? Why are we hesitant? Why are we walking around with cement feet? Like we can't move. Like we stuck. Why are we afraid? He said, go and cast your doctrine, cast that bread, cast his word upon the people, upon those people who haven't heard that. Who's without, who's lacking that understanding of Jehovah. Like I said, we had no truth. The truth was the truth. We had no truth. We had no truth. We had not the truth of Jehovah in us. Because we trusted in men, lying men. We carry us away with violence and deceit. In the prison houses, like I said, on the street corners, deceiving us who are vulnerable, who are walking in darkness. Let's go over to Leviticus. Chapter 6, verse 1, and it reads, the Spirit of God spake unto Moses, saying, if providing a soul commit a sin against the Spirit of God, and lie unto his neighbor, or lie unto his brethren, and that which was delivered him to keep, or in fellowship, or in gathering, or in a thing taken away by violence, by evil, or had deceived his brother for a treat, says here, or have found that which was lost, and lied concerning it, and swear falsely in any of all these that a man doeth, sinneth therein. Verse 4. Then it shall be, because he has sinned and is guilty, that he shall restore that which he took violently, wickedly, deceitfully away, or the thing which he had deceitfully gotten, or that which was delivered him to keep, or the lost thing which was found. So that's all these false prophets who want to be shepherds over Jehovah's flock, of all these lying prophets, all these men on the street corners. Where we go and gather and get deceived. There's going to be a recompense upon your head. All y'all wicked men who gather the lost flocks of Jehovah in those buildings, those churches, and on those street corners, teaching them deceit, lying to them, gathering up sheeps like the false shepherds y'all are, leading them to the slaughter with your lies and deceit. But see, but shoot, majority of us, it's be our own downfall. Because we get the Bible in our hand, and we allow men to lie to us, to deceive us. We allow men to gather us up on the street corners every Sabbath day. We allow men to gather us up in the church buildings every Sunday, feeding us lies and deceit. We were ignorant, and through our ignorance, we became rebellious. Let's go to Micah. Micah chapter 2, verse 11. And it reads, see ya? It said, if providing a mind, walking in the spirit, and falsehood, and deceit, and false teaching, to lie, saying, I will prophesy unto thee, of wine, and of strong drink, he shall even be the prophet, the mouthpiece of this people. Said verse 12, verse 2. See ya? And they convey, they sort, they desire the fields, the people, and take them by violence, and the houses, the families, and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage and his belief. If they doing the street corners, if they doing the church buildings, they oppress those lost ones. They oppress those ones without the knowledge of Jehovah. And they impart their false belief and their false doctrine upon them violently. They go in amongst people just how Jehovah tells us to go in there and cast our bread, cast the doctrine upon the waters. Satan do the exact same thing too. Same message there too. Say, hey, go up and know people right there. Go up in that assembly place right there. Go up and go. That's why you see camps do it every day, especially IOIC. They on the four corners of the earth. Who didn't send them there? Jehovah sent them there. Their father sent them there. Satan. They are sons of perdition, sons of sin, sons of Satan. They doing it. They ain't rebellion. They ain't being rebellious. They ain't being stiff-necked. They ain't being hesitant. They ain't being scared. They going in there and they spreading their doctrine, their false belief. So why us, true followers of Jehovah, with the true word, this good doctrine, the sincere doctrine, why we who get Jehovah, the true living God, the creator, backing us, why we can't go amongst the people and spread this truth? Why are we hesitant? Why are we have an evil eye against our own brother to save our own brethren, our own sister from eternal damnation? Satan doing it. Satan have no problem Satan have no problem finding soldiers. He don't. Only Jehovah. You can check it out. Check it out right here in King's Bible University, House of Lordship of Israel. Check it out. Yeah, we're starting to grow in numbers of willing soldiers, but it could be better, and it could grow rapidly. You think I joking? You go on, especially IOIC, they ain't locking soldiers, even though they're a bunch of asses. They ain't locking asses. So you have them all, they have them every day. They put no teaching the false doctrine. They ain't got a problem with that. They get them lying up, waiting to put out teaching. But us true false Jehovah, what's going on with us? Why are we hesitant? Why are we pondering if we should go there and spread this word? Let's go back up. Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 19. Says, yo, woe unto him that said to the wood, to the corrupt, to the rotten vessel, awake to the dumb stone of the vessel, the idols, arise, it shall teach. Remember, it is laid over with gold and silver, and there is no bread, there's no spirit at all in the midst of it. Spread it over in amongst them. But we go to these dumb dogs, these fools in the church building. We allow these fools on the street corners to come in who have not displayed over in them and teach us lies, teach us deceit. Like I say, they ain't pondering. Satan say, go in. They say, when, how, what time? You say, no. No? Oh, yeah, bet. They going in amongst people, casting their bread, casting their doctrine. Jump down to verse 18. Jump to verse 18. It says here, what profit the graven image, these idols, that the maker thereof have graven it, the molten images, and they teach of lies. The maker of his works trusted therein to make dumb idols. Jump to verse 15. And it reads, it says here, verse 15, woe unto them woe unto him that giveth his neighbor, his brethren, drink understanding, that putteth the bottle to him, and maketh him stumble also, that thou mayest look on their nakedness, their shame, their wickedness, their sin. He's gonna laugh at you. He's gonna look upon your sins, your shame. He's gonna mock you. Because you trust in a fool. Trust in a dumb fool. You believe his lying words. See ya? And maketh him drunk, make him stumble also, that thou mayest look upon their nakedness, their wickedness, their sins, their shame. Let's go over the Psalms. Psalms. Chapter 44. Verse 15. See ya? My confusion is continued before me, and the shame, the nakedness, the confusion of my face, my wisdom, my understanding had covered me. You allow your thoughts, your understanding, what you believe in, to cover you. You allow the confusion. You allow your mind to be taken away by these dumb idols, to put you in confusion. Because you trusted in your own mind, trusted in your soul, trusted in your spirit. Watch this. Go to Genesis. Chapter 3, verse 6. See that? And when the woman, when our spirit saw that tree, that dumb dog, that false teacher who teach falsities, who lied to you, saw that he was good for doctrine, good for the same bread, good for doctrine, and that it was pleasant to the eye, to the understanding. And the tree, that dumb dog, that dumb idol, that wicked piece of wood, that corrupt wood, to be desired, to make one wise. She took the fruit, the works thereof, and did learn. Gave it also to her head with her, and he did learn. And what happened? Verse 7, and their eyes were both open. To understand, both open. And they knew that they were naked. You know they're naked. Go back over Psalms. See that? Psalms. Chapter 44. Verse 15. See that? My confusion. Because I trusted in my spirit. It continued before me. And the shame of my face, my wisdom, my understanding had covered me. If we allow our mind to be carried away, We allow our mind to get seduced by dark counsel. Go over to Job. Job chapter 38 and verse 2. And it reads, see, who is this that darkeneth counsel, instruction, doctrine by words without knowledge? Go to chapter 34, verse 35. Job 34 and verse 35. Says here, Job has spoken without understanding, without knowledge, and his words were without wisdom. There's many of us. Many of us spoken without knowledge, without understanding, and his words without wisdom. Many of us open our face. Certainly we know something. Certainly we can teach somebody something. That's the same false leaders we go behind, casting their untimely fruits. Some same deceiving men in the church building in those street corners are spoken without knowledge, and his words without understanding. That's why they talk about the foods they talk about. That's why in the church building they talk about rich growing up. Spirit God put a whole baby, put a whole human being in Mary. That Mary bring forth a baby without even having sex. But Mary bear a child without even having sex. Because why? We can put ourselves there because we believed it. Put those same false leaders who we fall behind, trust in, put their name there. So whatever pastor you're under, put the name there. So for me, I can put that deceiving dog who under, who talking about he teaching truth. Stephen Davis has spoken without knowledge, and his words without understanding. This is a dumb dog. And that's a dumb dog falling behind him, believing his lying words. Satan sent him amongst the people to deceive the people. Job chapter 38. Verse 16. Says here, hast thou entered into the springs of the sea, or hast thou walked in the search of the depths? Go over to Job 34. Verse 7. And it reads, what man is like Job, who drinketh up, scorning, foolishness, lies, like water, like knowledge. We drink it up. We learn it up. Learn all the foolishness and all the lies. Sweating that knowledge. Yeah, it's really knowledge. It's really understanding. And it's foolishness of this world. Lies of the world. Verse 8. Which go in company with the workers of iniquity, and walk it with wicked men. Like I said earlier, we believe them. We fall behind them. They came in. They got the eyes of the people to fall behind them. See, let's go in company with the workers of iniquity and walk it with wicked men. Me and many of us, when they come into the city, men without understanding, these wicked shepherds who call themselves shepherds, they know shepherds of no understanding, caring to the people, us like the dumb sheep we are, fall behind them to the slaughterhouse. They say, Some of the people was in company living among sinners, wicked men, void of understanding, in need of knowledge and understanding, in need of Jehovah's doctrine. Like I said, brothers and sisters, why are we pondering? This was going on today in Israel. Confusion by Satan soldiers, Satan workers. And they have no problem doing it. So why we hesitant? Why are we second guessing? Stop pondering. Let's go in there. Let's go in amongst people. Let's give them this message. Let's go over to Job 34, verse 14. If provided he set his heart upon man, provided he gather unto himself his spirit and his bread. Verse 14. All flesh shall perish together. A man shall return again unto the dust. That's why we need to go in there, brothers and sisters. Says yo, if provided he set his heart upon man, provided he gather unto himself his spirit and his bread, all flesh shall perish together, and a man shall return unto the dust. He set his eyes upon man, but he gathered them unto himself, his spirit, and his bread. All flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto the dust. So Jehovah can send us in there, brothers and sisters, with his spirit. With his words. He can give us all instructions, all understanding we need to go in there and get who we need to get out there. And if the village listen, Jehovah get all the praise. And if one listen to the village, Jehovah get all the praise. And if 1 out of 1,000 listen in a village, don't say for yourself, what a free shit. Me, I waste a whole year in this one city of 1,000 people and only one came out, bro. That's who he sent you. That's who he sent you in there for that one. Like I said, all flesh shall perish together, and man shall turn again unto the dust. Like I say he need a doctrine, he need understanding, he need that doctrine of Jehovah. Let's go to second Ezra. Second Ezra. Chapter 6, verse 39. See, read that again. Job 34, verse 5. And all flesh shall perish together, a man shall turn again to the dust. Right back in confusion. That's what happened to Adam. That's what happened to us. Ran right back to the dust. In darkness. In the wilderness. But there's no water. Just dry land. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 39. See ya? And then was the spirit. And darkness and silence were on every side. And the sound of man's voice was not yet formed. Wisdom of Solomon. Verse 15. The almighty word leaped down from heaven, over that royal throne, first man of war, into the midst of a land of destruction. Did Jehovah hesitate? Did Jehovah ponder? When his father said, go down there, he leaped down from heaven over that royal throne, compared to the first man of war, in the midst of a land of destruction. He didn't ponder when his creator, when his father tell him go down there and deliver the lost ones. He didn't ponder what he did. They said the almighty word, thought about it, asked his father, hey father, you sure me go down there? You really sure I'm God? You really sure, father? You sure you want me to go down there? Or he didn't sit down there and be like, I'm afraid of shit. I gotta go down to these rebellious, wicked, evil people. I gotta go down to these people here. But I really want to go, man. Hey, father, you sure you don't go down there? I mean, you agree on? Are you sure you want to go down there? No, what he did? The almighty will leap down from heaven over that royal throne, the first man of war, in the midst of land destruction. That's what we should do. When he say, hey, Jonah, go down there, was to leap down amongst the people. Get in the dirt. Get those hands to work. He give you the hands, put it to work. He give you those eyes, put it to work. He give you those feet, put it to work. Isaiah 55, verse 11. So shall my word be that go forward out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please, and prosper in the thing whereto I sent it. See, men like us, if he tell you go in that place, you think he ain't sending you there for a reason? You shall not return unto him void. You shall not come out of that place void, empty. You shall prosper where he sent you. Like I said, if he sent you there, if you come out there with one, what he said, it shall prosper into the thing whereto I sent it. Just how he sent it in us, and prosper in us. He can send you amongst those people with that same spirit in you, and it's going to prosper into the thing whereto he sent it. Because you're going to speak his word. His spirit's going to come out of your mouth. And who have ears to hear and eyes to perceive, it's going to prosper in. Second Ezra, chapter 2, chapter 6, verse 40. Says here, then commandest thou it feel like to come forth all the treasures, that thy work might appear. Genesis chapter 1. Verse 3. And God said, let there be light. Let there be wisdom. Let there be understanding. And there was light. There was understanding. There was wisdom. See ya? And God said, let there be wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Let there be light. Who said it? Who said let there be light? Let there be understanding? We can get it right now. Second address, chapter 16, Verse 55. And God said, let there be light. Let there be wisdom. Let there be understanding. And there was light. And God said, who said? 2 Ezra chapter 16. Verse 55. Which spake but the word. Let there be wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And there was light. Let the earth, let people be made, let earth be made. Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 43. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Let's go to Hebrews. All right, done. 10 and 5. Now wisdom. See ya? Verse 5. Sacrifice offering that would not, but sacrifice the offering that was not, but a body of thou prepared for me. The God of the Spirit. So he need a body to impart his wisdom, knowledge, and standing in. Let's go to Genesis. Chapter 1, verse 26. See ya? And God said, who that is? The word, the Spirit of God. No, God. And God said, let's make man. Let us make man in our image, after our likeness. Who spake? Which spake but the word. And God said, let us make man in our in the image of our likeness. And let them have dominion, let them have authority to teach. Let me read that again. And God said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. Let them have dominion. Let them have authority to teach over the fishes of the sea, over all the fowls of the air, over every cattle, and over all the earth, and every creeping that creep under it. So he created man after his own, after his own image, after his own likeness. Let them teach and have authority over the people. Let's go with Job. Chapter 34, verse 11. For the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his way. So he can give you the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding to teach, to assert his authority over the people. See, for the work of a man shall he render unto him, and cause every man to find according to his way. Genesis chapter 1, Verse 27. So God created man in his own image. In the image of God created he him. Male and female created he them. Verse 28. And God blessed, give wisdom and understanding to them. God said unto them, be fruitful, multiply, replenish it, and subdue it. Humble the people, discipline the people with the doctrine teaching of Jehovah. Doctrine teaching of Jehovah, his laws, and of dominion, of authority to issue those laws and statutes of God. To be a teacher of the people over the fishes, over the sea, over fishes of the seas, over the fowls of the air, and over every creeper that creep on the earth. That's how I do these, brothers and sisters, to impart this wisdom, to impart this addressing, especially us brothers. That's our duty. That's our sole duty, to impart this wisdom. Let me rephrase that. Us brothers, who's in a position of teachers, who Jehovah put us in authority to feed his people, that is our purpose. To humble the people, to discipline the people according to Jehovah's way. Not our way, according to Jehovah's way. Second address, chapter 16, verse 61. He made man and put his heart in the midst of the body and gave him breath, life, and understanding. He imparted his spirit within us. It shall not return unto him void. Go back over there. '55, verse 11. Says here, show my word go forward the beat. Show my word beat. As my spirit beat go forward my mouth. It shall not return unto me void. But it shall accomplish which I praise and profit in the thing whereto I sent it. Verse 61. He made man and put his spirit in the midst of the body and gave him breath, life, and understanding. Give wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. It shall not return unto him void, but shall prosper whereto he sent it. When that body, when you go, and this ain't no 1 year job, 2 year job, 3 year job. It's until eternity, until we die. So when we die, that dust go back to the earth, that spirit go back to him. That shall have prospered, that shall have prospered whereto he sent it. I shall come back to him, not void, not empty. It shall fulfill what it is sent out to do. Read that again, verse 61. Yea, the spirit of Almighty God. Verse 61, amen. He made man, put his heart in the midst of the body, and gave him breath, life, and understanding. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus. 31, verse 3. See ya? And I have filled him, who? Us feeders. Us men and women, but us men who he sent out in the field, who he sent out amongst the people to feed them his bread. See ya? I have filled him with the Spirit of God in wisdom and understanding and in knowledge and in all manner of workmanship. Psalms. Chapter 122. Verse 5. For there are set thrones of judgment, teaching, and thrones of the house of his beloved. Watch this. Listen to Solomon. Chapter 3, and verse 8. And they shall teach, they shall judge, they shall teach the nation, and have dominion, have rule, have authority given by Jehovah over the people, and their creator shall reign forever. Not that man, let me read that slowly for y'all who think y'all some damn shepherds or ruler over your whole heritage. Read that again. They shall judge, teach the nation, and have dominion over the people, and their creator, not you, not us, their creator shall reign forever. It ain't us. We just a vessel. We ain't no shepherd. We ain't no ruler, no over no people. The creator shall reign forever. Habakkuk. Chapter 2, verse 14. And it reads, see up? For the earth shall be filled with knowledge. The people shall be filled with knowledge of the power of the Spirit of God, as comparing as the waters cover the sea. So you're going to be filled with this wisdom, this knowledge, the power of Jehovah, comparing as the waters cover the sea. Comparing as the waters cover the sea. Ecclesiastes. Chapter 11, verse 3. See ya? If providing the clouds be full with rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. So for them things God clearly saying, being understood by things he created. When the cloud get full with water, what it does? Does the cloud hold back its rain? Does it? Or do we let it out? The clouds know what to do when it's full of rain. But we don't know when we get this, when we full of this, we're not standing over. We hold it back. We hold it back. Become timid. We don't want to go in there and rain this knowledge and this knowledge of Jehovah upon the people, upon the dry land. We don't want to do that here. Provide the cloud be full with rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if providing the trees fall toward the south or toward the north, in the place where that tree the elder falleth, there shall be. Verse 4. He that observeth the wind, he that treat again, he that observeth, keep it, God the Spirit, shall not sow, shall not plant. And he that regardeth, and he that judges the clouds, the kind of people, shall not reap. Be rewarded for his labor. Because why? You held back. You held back the rain. You held back the Spirit of Jehovah. You held back the Spirit will carry that knowledge and understanding. He that observeth the wind shall not sow. You got it. Hey, motherfucker. You got it. You got it like it's yours to keep. Like, that's your wisdom. You got this by yourself. He that observeth the wind shall not sow. And he that regardeth the clouds shall not reap. There can be no reward for your labor. Watch this. Matthew. Chapter 25, verse 14. Let's read. It says here. Verse 14. Matthew 25 and 14. For the kingdom of heaven is compared as a man traveling in a far country, who called his own servant and delivered unto them his goods. The partner deliver all the treasures of this world unto his servant. Watch this. And unto one he gave 5 talents, and to another 2, and unto one, unto everyone according to his ability, and straightway took their journey. So he pack you up with this treasures and this wealth. Go on your journey. Remember those clouds? Them clouds travel across the skies. They never stay in one place. They move across the sky. Always moving. Never stagnant. Never, I never see clouds stand still yet. Verse 18. But he that received one went and dig it in the earth. He kept it in. Let me go back to the cloud. See here? Ecclesiastes 11:3. Right? If provide the cloud be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. Watch this fool. But he that receiveth one went and dig it in the earth. This cloud kept back his rain when he was full. Kept it back, dig it in the earth, kept it in, and hid his creator's money. Verse 19. After a long time, the creator of those servants cometh and reckoned with them. Verse 24. Then he which had received 1 talent came and said, I know thee. He came and said, Creator, I know thee, that thou wilt be a hard man, reaping. Reaping, laboring where thou hast not sown, and gathering where thou hast not strawed. It gets all the way down to verse 30. Watch this. And I was afraid and went and hid thy talent in the earth. Lo, there thou hast that is thine. His creator answered and said unto him, Thou wicked and slothful servant, thou knewest that I reap where I sow not, and gather where I have not strawed. Thou ought to therefore have put my money to exchange it, and then at my coming I should have received my own with usury. No, what he did? He sat there, he look at that, he sit there on the height, he sit there upon the mountain, look down the sea. But I ain't getting it there. Come among some other people, I ain't getting it there. my Lord can understand. He understand. You know the people out there, man. You know that. You'll be upset. Let me keep this in. Let me go back. Tell my creator, tell my Lord, man, listen. Come on, you know very well, you know the people who said it to you, you know they're gonna listen. You know that right, Lord. You understand, right? You understand, right, Lord? You understand? Thinking our creator can sit down and have a dialogue without thinking, okay, yeah, you know, John, you right, John. I should have sent you among some people. That was my bad, John. That's my bad. You know, that's my bad. You know what? Guess what? I have a plan. I can send you somewhere where I know they can listen. This is me taking our hand or taking our creator to have a conversation like that. This is what we think our creator can have a conversation like with us. Hey, John, it's cool, John, and my school. Come. Let's sit down. Let's have some coffee. Let's talk over some coffee. Tell me where you want to go, and I'll send you there. Tell me. This is what we think in our silly minds. See? Take therefore the talent from him, and give it unto him which have 10 talents. For unto everyone that had had shall be given, and he shall have abundance. But from him that had not shall be taken away even that which he had. And cast you, the unprofitable servant, into utter darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. That's what he can do to us. Ain't no. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a let's have a conversation over. Let's talk it over. Let's have an understanding. No, he can cast your backside in utter darkness for being a wicked servant, held back his bread. Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 5. As Ecclesiastes chapter 11 verse 5. Compare thou knowest not what is in the way of the spirit, nor has the bones. Read again. Compare thou knowest not what is in the way of the spirit, nor how the bones do grow in the womb, or her that is with child, even so thou knowest not the works of God who make it all. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, chapter 9 verse 5. Therefore, for the reason, says here, judge nothing before the time until the Creator come, who both will bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make known the counsel of the heart, and then shall every man have confession of God. I just want to reach out. Judge none before his time until the Creator come, who will both bring to light the hidden things of darkness, and will make known his counsel of the hearts. Not us. Let's go back over to Matthew. Matthew. Chapter 5. Come down to verse 45. And it reads, 5 and 45. That you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh his sun to rise on the evil. Hold on. That you may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for he maketh the sun to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain on the just and on the unjust. Verse 47. And if you salute your brethren only, what do you more than others? Do not even the publicans so? That's the question. Everybody need this. You got rain on just and unjust. Watch this. Ecclesiastes 11 verse 6. Says here, in the morning, so thy seed, and in the evening, hold not thy power, for thou knowest not whether shall prosper, either this or that, or whether they both shall be alike. You don't know. So just go in there, do what you gotta do, and get out. The Lord's gonna get an increase. He's gonna do it, not you. Just go in there. He send you in there. He know why he send you in there. Shut your mouth. Gather yourself. Get amongst the people. Share this word. Get out. That's it. Yeah, don't stand there saying in your heart, I wonder if he's someone who's going to receive this word. You know, like I said, you already examine. You already did this examination of the field. It ain't our place. Just plant that seed and keep moving. If it's meant, it was meant for him. Only God knows. Like I said, he does separation for us, not us. Go Proverbs. Proverbs. You see the separation. He re-examine the field. You go in there. You don't want you just go. Jehovah does all. He does all the way. Watch this. Proverbs 31:16. See ya? She considered the field and buy it. With the works of her hands or powers, she planted a vineyard. See ya? She considered and buy, redeem it. With the fruit, the weight of her powers, she planted a vineyard. Go Proverbs. No, Psalms, the Proverbs. Psalms 80 and verse 8. Watch this. Thou hast brought a vine, a servant out of Egypt, out of confusion. Thou hast cast out the heathens, the corrupt, the uncircumcised, and planted it. Because there always could be a mixed multitude amongst us. That ain't our headache. Jehovah is going to do separation. Jehovah's going to weed out. Not us. Don't sit there, like I said, pondering, should I not? You don't know what's going to be coming to the ground. Only Jehovah. See here? Thou hast brought up a vine, a servant, out of confusion. Thou hast cast out the heathen and planted it. He said, because there's a mixed multitude that went with us out of Egypt. Watch this. Let's go to Exodus. That was a mixed multitude. Think Jehovah didn't know that? What the freeze? You think Moses be like, hey, you stay over there. No, you know. Everyone went out with Moses. Everybody went out with Moses. Moses sit there and be like, hey, no, you stay. No, you stay. Mixed multitude went out. Exodus. Chapter 12, verse 40. See ya? Verse 40. And it reads, now the sojourn of the children of Israel who dwelt in Egypt was 430 years. Verse 38. And a mixed multitude went up also with them, and flocks and herds, very much cattle. See, go back over to Matthew 13. I said, Jehovah did separation on us. Be so caught up on who we think can listen or who ain't can listen. Caught with the wrong things. See, Matthew 13, verse 24. Says here, another parable put forth he unto them, saying, the kingdom of heaven is likened unto a man which sowed good seed in the field. Verse 27. So the servant of the household came and said unto him, Sir, dost thou not sow good seed in thy field? From whence then had the tares? So where the tares come from, Jehovah? Where the tares come from? For 28, for 30. We said, let them both grow together until the harvest. In the time of harvest, I will say to the reaper, gather you together, first the tares, and bind them in bundles to burn them, but gather the wheat in my barn. When the time comes, he's going to say, he's going to reveal who is who. Not us. They say Jehovah does separation, not us. Let's go over the Psalms. Psalms 80. Verse 15. Says here. Psalm 80 verse 15. Says here. And the vineyard which thy right hand hath planted, and the branch, the servant that thou madest strong for thyself. Says here verse 17. Let thy hand be upon the man of thy righteous power, upon the son, upon the servant of man whom thou madest strong for thyself. Ecclesiastes 7 verse 13. It reads, says here, consider the work of God, for who can make the straight which he had made crooked? Like I said, it ain't us. Jehovah. We could try as much as we want. Consider the work of God, for who can make that straight which he had made crooked? You flip that. 2. Who can make crooked with a straight? Flip it. You flip it either or. Only Jehovah. Not me, not you. Ecclesiastes 11. Yeah, so let's go back to Exodus 11. Start at verse 1. It says here, cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days. It says verse 2, give a portion to 7. That's the ones that is completed. And also to the 8. That's the ones that were poor, the ones that made atonement for their sins, death to the flesh. For thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. So we look at it 8. That's the death of the flesh, the ones who made atonement for their sins. So we can go over the Genesis. Let's sit over in Genesis. Genesis chapter 17. Start at verse 10. And it reads, it says here, Genesis 17 verse 10, this is my covenant, my agreement, which ye shall keep between me and you, and thy seed after thee. Every man child among you shall be circumcised, and they shall circumcise the flesh of their foreskin, and there shall be a token of agreement between me and you. Verse 12, and he that is 8 days old shall be circumcised among you. Every man child in your generation, he that is born in a house and borrowed money, and any stranger which is not of thy seed. So that's one who kill off the flesh. Watch this. Let's go to Exodus. Exodus chapter 22. Verse 29 and 30. It reads, Exodus 22, 29 and 30. Thou shalt not delay to offer the first of thy ripe fruit of thy liquor The firstborn of thy sons shalt thou give unto me. Likewise shalt thou do with thy oxen and with thy sheep. 7 days it shall be with his dam, and 8th day thou shalt give it me. So that's like I said, that those ones who made atonement for their sins, who kill off the flesh. So it says back over here, and give a portion to 7, that's the ones who was completed, and also to the 8, as one made atonement for their sins, the one who kill off the flesh. But thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. So there says with doctrine, the knowledge Jehovah has given us, we should not hold it back. We should constantly sow and sow. But we don't know what it's going to become. Or the seed that was sown. Neither was becoming the people in the land. Go 1 Corinthians. First Corinthians. Chapter 3, chapter 9, verse 6. I have planted, Apollo watered it, but God giveth the increase. Verse 7. So then neither is he that planted anything, neither he that watered it, but God giveth the increase. That's all we need to do. Just be the obedient servant of Jehovah. It said, give them warning. Give them opportunity to choose life or death. To turn from the wicked ways. Or to continue walking them. But we got to give them opportunity. We got to give them a chance to at least hear the word. Now, how they get heard if we keep our mouth shut? How we get heard if we saw our brother doing wickedly, doing wrong? We stand back and we don't say nothing. Let's go to Leviticus. Chapter 25. Verse 55. And it reads, "55. See ya? For unto me, the children of Israel are servants. For we are servants. They are my servants who have brought forth the land of confusion. And the Spirit of God, your guide. That's what we are. We need to be obedient servants. And warn the people. Let's go with Ezekiel. Chapter 3, verse 17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the people of Israel. Therefore, hear my words at my mouth and give a warning for me." Verse 8. Verse 8. And it reads, "Remember, I have made thy face stronger against their face, and thy forehead stronger against their forehead." So don't be scared. You know what's in you. The power of Jehovah. His wisdom. So don't be scared of their faith. Don't be scared of their doctrine. They come at you what they think. Because a lot of them is gonna contend and want to debate with you. Don't be afraid of their knowledge. You go ahead and you stand bold. That was the issue with me. When I first came into the truth too, I was like, "Mother fear shit." I was scared to run up on one very skilled Christian or a very skilled camp brother with their false doctrine. That was one of my fears too. I can be honest with you. But now, since I constantly being in the gym and strengthening myself in Jehovah. Now, I ain't see ya. I made thy face stronger against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their forehead. Now, I ain't afraid of no one, nobody, and I ain't debating with nobody. I can come in there, speak his word, speak his truth, and that's it. But I tell you one thing though, you come in there trying to lie on my God, I can cut you down. Let's continue on. Verse 10. Verse 9. See ya? An adamant harder than flint have I made thy forehead. Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house. That's what he's saying. Verse 10. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thy heart. Hear with thy ears. Hearken. Verse 18 and verse 19. When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speak to warn the wicked from their wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his life I require thy hand. Yet, if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wicked ways, nor from his wicked way, he shall die in his iniquity. It's not a sin, but thou hast delivered thy soul. So, buddy, warn the backside, but I can warn you. I love my soul. Let's go over to Micah. Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. And it reads, says here, arise Jonah, and depart, but this is not. That's what you want him to go, you want him to tell him here, arise you and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with sore destruction. As you tell them, come about the church buildings, come amongst the camps. It is not your rest, because it is polluted. Those camps and those church buildings polluted. The men in those buildings are polluted. Those leaders in those buildings and those street camps are polluted. It shall destroy you, even with sore destruction. Go to Hosea. Right again. Chapter 10, 13. Hosea 10, verse 13. What it says? It says here, you have plowed wickedness, you have reaped iniquity, you have learned the works of lies, because thou didst trust in thy ways and multitude of thy mighty men. That's what we do. See verse 12. Sow to yourself in righteousness, reap in mercy, gather in mercy. It says you break up your fallow ground, you'll burn your empty grounds, your bodies, for it is time to seek the Spirit of God. Prepare till he come and rain righteousness upon you. He'll crack that skull open. So when that rain come down, he can pour some knowledge in there. You can't pour it in your head hard like flint rock. Crack open the head. So when that rain come down, it can fill up your temple with wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. We got to crack it open. Some of us shoots. But, you know, that comes with skill. I'm talking about us who go there amongst the people who get on warning, who tell them about these things. Like I said, God patient. Like I said, some of them head, some of us head harder than flint rock. We don't want to hear nothing. You got to be patient towards your fellow brethren when you're teaching them, especially if they receptive to the word. Next thing, are the ones that don't want to hear you, the unruly ones, that you don't have to stay around, you don't have to stay anything in them. You don't have to go back and forth with them. Just state your piece and keep it moving. Don't waste time and energy with fools. The ones who want to debate. That time and energy you spend it with those ones who want to hear you. I'm gonna be like, you know what? But Johnny, you make some sense there, bro. Speak on. That's those ones there who you prick their mind and they want you to say, no, Johnny. They ask more questions and you get them answer. That's those ones you spend your engine time with. Not those ones when you show them scripture they want to insert they understand that. Don't waste time with them. Keep it moving. See ya? 1 Thessalonians. Chapter 5, verse 14. And it reads, see ya? Now we exhort you, brethren, warn them that are unruly, comfort the feeble-minded, support the weak, be patient towards all men. Verse 15. See that none render evil for evil. Don't go back and forth render evil for them. See that none render evil for evil unto any man, but ever follow that which is good, both among yourself and to all men. Colossians chapter 1, verse 27. Says here, to whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of his majesty, a mystery among the Gentiles. Like I said, to whom God will make known what is his riches. What is the riches of the glory of this mystery among the Gentiles? That's our brothers who are Gentiles in the mind. Verse 28. To whom we teach, warning every man, teaches every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man, verse 28. Whom we teach, warning every man, teaches every man in all wisdom, that we may present every man perfect in Jehovah salvation, the knowledge of salvation. Like I said, so don't ponder in thy mind if you should or should not. Give thy bread, deal righteously, and godly to the people. Because some of our brothers, like I said, sincerely want to follow you over, but need the right men with the right spirit to properly edify them. See ya? Let's go over there again. Class 11, chapter 1. So cast thy bread upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days. Says here, give a portion to the 7, also to the 8, for thou knowest not what evil shall be upon the earth. Go Ezekiel. Chapter 18, verse 5. Says here, Ezekiel chapter 18 verse 5. But if providing man be just, and do that which is lawful and right, verse 7, and had not oppressed any, but had restored to the debtors his pledge, had spoiled none, by violence, had given his bread, his knowledge to the hungry, and had covered the naked with a garment. 8. He that had not given forth unto usury, neither had taken any increase, that had withdrawn his hand from iniquity, had executed true doctrine between man and man. He does those ones there who doing it for not for self-gain and wealth or praise from man. He doing sincerely from the bottom of his heart because he's a true servant of Jehovah. He doesn't seek validations. He doesn't seek money. He doesn't seek increase from man, but from Jehovah. Let's continue on. Verse 9. Had walked in my statutes and had kept my doctrines to deal truly. He is just. He shall surely live, said the Creator God. That's those men there. That's those righteous men there with the proper spirit in them. Edifying people. Those ones there, we need to seek up our sisters. Those ones there, when they come into your town, when they come into your amongst you, those ones that you need to hearken to. Because those ones there who Jehovah was sending, those ones you send, it's gonna guide you in the right path. So to get salvation. Let's go to Leviticus. Leviticus chapter 25, verse 35. And it reads, see ya? And if providing thy brother be wax poor, and falleth in decay with thee, then thou shalt receive him. Yea, though he be a stranger or a sojourner, that he may live with thee. He's gonna say something else. Watch this. Verse 37. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him virtue for increase. So you shouldn't go to them and offer this wisdom of them for money, for earthly gain. You should sincerely want to give him this wisdom. You should try to give thy brother this wisdom understanding freely. Not for no money, not for no increase. See ya? Verse 37. Thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy virtue for increase. You shouldn't be doing that. Brothers and sisters, if anyone come to you and tell you, give donation, fundraiser, they come up, they very crafty now. They're very crafty now with their deceit. They come to, oh, let's building fund, foundation, and we so stupid. We need to think, why are we building a kingdom on this earth? What's going to be cast away? Think about that. I want you fools in those street camps. You're so stupid. You allow these dumb men to deceive you with these clever words. Oh, we ain't teach for money, just to help support Israel. Really? The only thing will support me is this book. I go there and work. I don't need you. And if I need a brother's help, I could go to one of my brothers and say, hey, bro, I right now on time. Can you loan me $200 or $300? I don't need to give my money to no man to therefore to take how my money gets spent like I some little boy. Or I don't need no building the resource. Oh, help support the mission. I mean, I don't understand this now. But hey, it's given to the fools to eat up. We don't be stupid. Allow men to deceive us. Then you get the church building, the church pastors, them, they telling you they need money to help keep the lights on. Oh, let me stop there. I say, mother free, hey, we so stupid as a people. The same thing Christians doing or church building, same little camps doing. I just saw a video where IUIC raise land fundraiser, they're gonna build a building. Some actual dumb fools who IUIC. Who you think can pay for the lights to be? Who you think who you think pay for the lights to be kept on? Y'all. Who think pay for the water bill? Y'all. Who think pay for all expenses in the building? Y'all. But y'all think about that. But I ain't gonna lie. But we just some. Look at my teaching, y'all. Says here, thou shalt not give him thy money upon usury, nor lend him thy virtue for increase. Let's go to Acts. Chapter 8. For 25. And it reads, and when they had testified and teach the word of the greater, returned to Jerusalem and preach the gospel, the message in many villages of Samaria, of the Samaritans. For 26. And the messenger of the greater spake unto Philip, saying, arise, go towards the south, unto the way that goeth down from Jerusalem unto Gaza, which is the desert. For 27. And he arose and went, I remember, a man of Ethiopian, a eunuch of great authority, and the Candace the queen of the Ethiopians, who had charge of all her treasures, and had come to Jerusalem for the worship. For 28. Was returning and sitting in the chariot, reading Isaiah the prophet. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to the chariot. Did Philip sit there and ponder? Did Philip hesitate? Did Philip take a slow down? Did Philip suck his teeth? Did Philip rebel? What Philip did? Philip ran to the temple and heard him reading the prophet Isaiah and said, understand thou what thou readest? See ya? Let's go back over there. Ecclesiastes 11. See ya? Cast thy bread and not upon the waters, for thou shalt find it after many days. And while the cloud be full of rain, they empty themselves upon the earth. And if the tree falleth toward the south or toward the north, in the place where the tree falleth, there it shall be. What Philip did, Philip ran thither to him and heard him read the prophet Isaiah and said, understand what thou readest? And he said, how can I except some man guide me? And he desired Philip that he should come up and sit with him. For 35. Then Philip opened his mouth and began at the same scripture and teach unto him salvation. See ya? And see what Philip did? Watch this. Let's go back there. Then the Spirit said, who is Spirit of God, said unto Philip, go near and join thyself to the chariot. What Philip did? And Philip ran to him. And say, don't be like Jonah. Don't be like Jonah. Jonah was ordained to do the will of God too, which was being a faithful servant and going down to the people in the Nineveh to warn them to turn from their wicked ways. But did Jonah run down? Nope. Instead, he fled from the Spirit of God and ran down to Tarshish amongst the Gentiles. Let's go over the rooms. Go to Romans. Chapter 10, verse 13. And it reads, says here, for whosoever shall call upon the way of his Creator shall be saved. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? How can they call on someone who they have not believed? How can they call on the Spirit of God whom they have not believed? Because they've been calling on a man all their life to come deliver them. How shall they call on him whom they have not believed? Because they didn't believe in the Spirit of God, they believe in the man. Now it's up to us to go down there and say, hey, bro, you're putting trust in flesh. Don't put no trust in flesh. Put trust in the Spirit of God. He shall deliver you. He shall save you. See ya? Watch this. See ya? I'm about to teach you best. Let's go. Wisdom Solomon 16. See ya? For Wisdom Solomon 16 verse 7. For he that turned himself toward it was not saved by the thing that he saw, but by thee. Thou shalt be the Savior of God. Spirit of God. See ya? But over here it says here, for whosoever shall call upon the way or the grace shall be saved, shall be delivered. How then shall they call on him whom they have not believed? Because they believe in the man. They put trust in the man. They call man their Savior. And how shall they believe in him who? The Spirit of God, of whom they have not heard? How shall they hear without a preacher? How shall they hear that a man is not going to come down and deliver them? How should they hear that the Spirit of God is the one true God, except a preacher, a teacher be sent? And how can they hear if this preacher who Jehovah sent fled from the Spirit of God and fled amongst other people? Fled, went contrary to where Jehovah sent them. How? How shall they teach, except they be sent? But he sent us, but we ran elsewhere. We fled from the Spirit of God. Watch this. Second Ezra. Chapter 16, verse 17. See ya? Woe is me. Woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? I said people is crying out. Who? But these people swear in their mind that a man's gonna deliver them. Woe is me, woe is me. Who will deliver me in those days? But those people thinking a man's gonna deliver them. Come on, verse 77 and 77. Second address 16 and 77. Second address 16, 77. Says yo, woe be unto them that are bound with their sins and covered with their iniquity, like appearance a field is covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through it. That's the state the Lordship of Israel is in right now. They are covered amongst thorns. You gotta go there. You gotta go and find who's the weak, who was those tares amongst the thorns. See the field covered over with bushes, and the path thereof covered with thorns, that no man may travel through. Because Satan then sent any messengers up and down. They beat us to the punch. Because we being stagnant, we being hesitant, we pondering too damn much. So we just go, get in the field. Verse 78. It is left undressed, and is cast unto the fire to be consumed therein. like I said, many of us was shoot. I was once Jonah too. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Me too. That's why I had to get scared straight. All the hairs. Brother Jonah, don't be like Jonah. That was said to me twice. Second time, boy, listen. When I read right through outside the purple of Jonah, I was like, what? I said, but I don't want to be Jonah. So I had to put my feet to the ground. I had to put my hand on the plow. I had to dig. I had to start digging. I had to start sowing. See ya? Jonah. Chapter 1, verse 1. Now the word of the Spirit God came unto Jonah, son of Amittai, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh, that great city, and cry against it, for their wickedness is come up before me. Watch this. But Jonah rose up to flee to Tarshish from the presence of the Spirit of God. But watch this. But what did this? Let's go over the ox. See up? Ox. 8. What's the difference? 30. Watch this. 29. Watch this. What's two different? What two different? Watch this. What's the difference? Jonah 1 and 3. See ya? Now the word of the Spirit God came to Jonah, saying, Arise, go to Nineveh for a sheep. But Jonah rose up and fled unto Tarshish from the presence of the Spirit of God. What did Philip did? For 29. It's up Acts 8 and 29. Then the Spirit said unto Philip, Go near and join thyself to the chariot. With him, the Philip ran thither to him. But Jonah fled from under Tarshish from the presence of the Spirit of God. He fled from the Spirit. He went down to Joppa and found a ship going to Tarshish. From the presence of the Spirit of God. Go with Job. Let's go with Job. That's what Jonah did. Being wicked. I was wicked too. Many of us was wicked, and many of us still are wicked. Still go there amongst the people. Spread this message. Job 15, verse 5. For thy mouth uttered thy iniquity, and thou choosest the way of craftiness. That's what Jonah did. That's what we do. We figure out all kinds of different devices. How we ain't going to go amongst people. I did it. But listen, be honest with y'all. Listen, I can be honest with y'all. Man, they were telling me that I need to go there and teach you whole flock. Man, you know, I got my computer now. Listen, I didn't know how to operate the system. And I was glad. I had an excuse. I said, okay, cool, there's an excuse not for me to go teach, because I don't know how to operate the system. See ya? For thy mouth utter thy iniquity, black sin, and thou choosest the tongue, the custom, to the suggestion of the crafty. That was me. Let's go down to verse 35. Verse 35. They conceive mischief and bring forth vanity, and their belly prepare to see. They mind prepare to see. We only deceiving ourselves. Watch this. Verse 12. Why do thy heart carry thee away? Why am I carry thee away? And what do thy eyes think at? that thou turnest thy spirit against God. Let us such words go out of thy mouth. It ain't come out your mouth. It ain't come out your mouth. It come out your mind. I was thinking that. I was saying, okay, cool. Now, I get an excuse now. Now, why I gotta bring forward a teacher. I mean, why I gotta bring forward a message, this teaching. Because I don't know, I understand this the thing is again, the OBS system. They all got excuses in the world. I was listen. I was being wicked. I was happy. I said, okay, cool. I mean, I get a little excuse. You know, just trying to buy time. That was me, buying time, being wicked. Like I said, see Jonah had a mindset, and then God, me too. Didn't want to share his knowledge with his brothers down in Nineveh. Jonah hated the fact that he had to share his bread, his knowledge with his brethren, and he was not willing to share his knowledge. He wasn't. Me too. Let's go to 1 John. 1 John, chapter 3, verse 17. 1 John chapter 3 and verse 17 says here, but whosoever has this world's good and see his brother have need and shut up his bowels of compassion for him, how dwelleth the love of God in him? Let's go to Sirach. Verse 6. So 14 verse 6. There is none worse than he that envies himself. Let's read that again. There is none worse than he that envies himself. We big mad that mother free say, yo, we mad that Jehovah gave us wisdom. Now we got to go there and go, wait. Me, listen. Darn it. I was like, mother free say, why had it been me? Why had it been me? I'm mad that he gave me this wisdom. Because now, I know now, he gives wisdom, now I gotta go in there and go, wait. I gotta go in there and open my mouth. I can't stutter. I can't talk fast. I can't get heavy tongue. I can't get dialect. Now you want me to go in there and teach? See, there's none worse than he that envies himself. And this is the reward of his wickedness. I tell you, listen, man, hey. Verse 7. And if he do it good, he do it unwillingly. And at last, he will declare his wickedness. Jonah did. Being wicked. 8. The envious man had a wicked eye. He turneth away his face and despises men. Verse 10. A wicked eye envies his bread. See, he envies his bread. And he is a nigger at the table. I don't want to share this with nobody. One, this mine. I don't want to share it. And two, listen, right now, I really don't feel like even doing this with you over. I don't know why you even give me this wisdom. See, a wicked eye envy his bread, and he's a nigga at the table. You don't want to share bread with nobody, and you don't want to go down and work with this wisdom. You don't want to go down and work this wisdom you're putting you. Let me give you a story. Like me, let me give you a little story. I remember fresh fruit. Now I know Ella wasn't mad at me. I mean, Ella wasn't mad at me because I didn't bring the hot sauce. That was his way of get me to go out there and teach Jehovah's word. So he called me there, I come there to fresh fruit to get my confessions, my sins. No mind, I come there to teach. Oh, I see it. Hey, Brother Jonathan, come over here. Now mind, it was never about the horse sauce, no. He want to put my box out. He want to put my box out there to go teach Jehovah's people. So, hey, Brother Jonathan, come now. Smell my hot sauce. And I say, I forgot. I was procrastinating. So, okay, you forgot it. Guess what? You teaching tomorrow. I was like teaching tomorrow. I was like, but I ain't teaching. He said, don't worry. You can be all right. You teaching tomorrow. So I started talking. He said, okay, Brother John, if you keep on talking, you can teach twice. I said, what up? I was scared. I was like, what the you say? I gotta go there and go teach. I was scared. But hey, that's just your whole way getting me out there. The one, get rid of my fears. And two, get my box out there to teach his flock, to teach his people. That's a true story. Read that again. Verse 10. A wicked eye envies his bread, and he is a nigger at the table. Verse 16. Give and take and sanctify thy soul, but there is no seeking of dainties in the grave. It says here. Second Timothy, these last two scriptures, 2 Timothy. I'll be close out. 2 Timothy. Chapter 4, verse 1. Says here, I charge thee therefore for the reason before God and the Creator, salvation, Jehovah, who shall teach the quick and the dead as he appeareth and his kingdom. Says here, read that again. 2. Teach the word, be instant, in season, and out of season, correct, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine. So all be willing to put out teaching, all be willing to prepare to feed the flock of Jehovah. He said, teach the word, be instant, in season, and out of season. Don't sit back there pondering if you should or you should not. You gotta be prepared and ready at any given time your name is called by Jehovah. Reprove and rebuke, correct the people, and so with all long suffering and doctrine. Ecclesiastes. Okay. 2 Timothy 4, verse 7, last scripture. See up? I have fight a good fight. That's what we should say at this end. I have fought a good fight. We got actually get in the fight. Not get in the fight and jump out. I have fought a good fight till the end. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. The brothers and sisters, hope the teaching helps to encourage us to stand bold. Be fearless in this walk. Go there and battle. Go there. Teach his word. Because Satan already beat us. Satan already have a hair style on us. He's out there. He's on the four corners preaching his lies, teaching his deceit to our brothers and sisters. We need to catch up. We need to go there. We need to run that race. We need to stop sitting on our backside pondering. Stop standing there like we get semen in our boots. Go there. Teach this message of truth to the house of the lost sheep of the children of Israel. Brothers and sisters, this has been Deacon Jonah from Kingdom Bible University. I want to say shalom to all. Shalom.